Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Dwayne Johnson, and you are watching Bullet Points.
Today it's all about motorsports on 4 wheels, 2 wheels and on 1 wheel. Hello and welcome to Bullet Points. As always, we've got the very latest news for you. Some good and unfortunately some not so good. Let's start with the bad. 9-time world champion and current leader of the 2011 Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series, Orlando Duque, will miss the rest of the season after breaking his ankle. The 36-year-old Colombian suffered the injury while skydiving in Hawaii. Surgery on Thursday was successful, but the injury is expected to keep him out of action for between 3 and 6 months. We wish him all the best and the quickest possible recovery. The good news now, the New York Red Bulls won 1-0 at home against Sporting Kansas City last Saturday in front of over 20,000 spectators. Luke Rogers scored the only goal of the night, his 3rd of the season. Keeper Bueno Kundal had a great game as well, keeping his 3rd clean sheet in a row. The Red Bulls are now back in the lead of the East with 4 wins, 2 draws and only 1 loss. Let's hear what the protagonists had to say after the game.
Tough game. We played a great first half. We should have probably been 2 or 3 up at half time and it would have been a totally different second half.
Just one of them goals, right place, right time again. It's a great ball from Dira. I thought the build up to the goal was brilliant as well. I'm just pleased to be on the end of the goal. And I'm just so pleased that we've won the game as well.
The main thing is we're going to play a lot of teams that play very similar to that, high pressure, and it's good to see that we defended the way we did in the second half to get the end result, which is a win.
I thought not only first half but the whole game, I thought we kept possession well. We looked the most dangerous team, and we've won again. So happy days.
From football to motorsports now, Mark Webber visited Turin in Italy for a show car run right in the heart of the city. But it wasn't only him racing through the city, he also had with him Chris Pfeiffer, who showed the fans what can be done on 2 wheels. In Turin, Italy, the first F1 GP was held in 1946. So it's known for its great motorsport tradition and is a great place to have a show car run. With the first European race of the 2011 Formula 1 season coming up next weekend, Mark Webber took the chance to get back into the car early at this place. But he didn't come on his own, he brought motorbike stunt rider Chris Pfeiffer with him. The German is probably the best in the world at what he does, and he was once again able to stun the crowd with his performance. Unbelievable what he's capable of doing with his bike. All that even though he had to fight with some problems.
Amazing here to ride in Torino. The crowd is amazing, but it was difficult for me to ride on this surface. It's very bumpy here. There are railways. It's a typical Italian town. They need a rally car. I need a motocross bike today. Well, we tried to give our best, and I think the audience had a big fun.
And the level of joy increased even more for the audience when Mark Webber got into the car and drove it up and down the streets of the city. The crowd loved it, and the Australian gave them what they wanted to see. The driver himself could also see and feel the passion for racing in the crowd.
Second time I do a show car run in Italy. The last one was in Naples, which was also very busy. We know the Italian people are very passionate with their racing. You see the grandson, the father and the grandfather, so it's great to be here, and they love the motor racing. So
Italy is always worth the trip for Mark Webber and Red Bull Racing. Let's hope Istanbul in Turkey next weekend will be as successful for him as this day in Turin. From the show runs to real racing now, the Rookies Cup had its second race weekend in Estoril, Portugal. The young talents want to make their way to MotoGP, and therefore in this series, great action and high-level racing is guaranteed. Check out last weekend's 2 races. The Red Bull Rookies Cup had its second race weekend of the year in Estoril, Portugal. The young talents were eager to show their skills racing at the same place as their big role models in the MotoGP. In Saturday's race, Brad Binder totally dominated. The 15-year-old South African set off from pole and led from first lap to last. And even though 15-year-old Arthur Sissis and 14-year-old Italian Baldassarri were right with him early on, neither could match his pace.
Yeah, I got off to a good start, then I just rode it as hard as I possibly could. Then when I saw I had about 6 seconds on the gas, I just tried to maintain it, and then the gap just kept getting bigger and bigger.
Binder so secured his first win of the season. With the second place, Sissis took the championship lead from German Philipp Eutel, who missed the race with a broken collarbone. In race 2 on Sunday, Arthur Sissis and Lorenzo Baldassarri wanted to take revenge on Binder, who started from pole position again, and it was easier for them than expected. Binder fell in lap 2. Baldassarri chased Sissis till the finish line but couldn't get past him. For the Australian, it was the second win of the season, and he increased his lead in the overall stand.
Well, I tried to get a good start and I was trying to follow Brad, and I seen him crash, so I just thought, don't push it too hard. And then I see my pit board. Lorenzo was right behind me the whole race, and I was trying to push, and then in the last few laps I pushed as hard as I could, and then I pulled away, I think, a bit. So I'm happy.
The next race will be in Silverstone 5 weeks from now, and all injured men should be back on the grid. More good action will be guaranteed. The series they all want to progress to is the MotoGP, and that was also held this weekend in Estoril. The race was won by Dani Pedrosa. Jorge Lorenzo and Casey Stoner completed the podium. Lorenzo still leads the championship, but only 4 points ahead of Pedrosa. That's it for today from us. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow with more from all around the world. I hope to see you then. Goodbye.